Vak, the sacred power of speech in the Rig Veda, a devotional exploration of listening before speaking. When we think of the divine, we often imagine form, a figure, a name, a presence somewhere beyond us. But the Rig Veda often asks us to listen first before we imagine. What if the divine does not always arrive as form but as voice? What if the very act of speaking, chanting, invoking is already participation in something sacred? Today, we listen to how the Rig Veda understands Vak, a form of divine feminine speech that carries truth, order, and meaning. We will walk gently, letting the hymns lead us, not to conclusions, but to recognition. Part 1. Vak as Divine Power, Sacred Speech in the Rig Veda. The Rig Veda does not treat speech as a human invention. It recognizes speech as a divine power, something that precedes us, something that enables ritual, knowledge, and connection. Speech is not merely sound, it is Vak, inspired utterance. The seers pray not for eloquence but for true speech. Vacham asmabhyam vachayantu deva. May the gods grant us speech. Speech is not owned, it is bestowed. The Rig Veda also reflects on how speech moves among the seers themselves, how it reveals truth only to those prepared to receive it. In another hymn, speech is spoken of as something that gathers, unites, and reveals. Richo akshare parame vyoman yasmin devah adhivishve nisheduh. The sacred word rests in the highest space where the gods themselves abide. Here, Vak is already divine, not as a personality, but as a sacred power that connects heaven, ritual, and insight. Part 2. The Mystery of Speech, the Four Layers of Vak. And then the Rig Veda pauses. It cautions us. It tells us that speech itself has depths we do not reach. Chatvari Vak Parimita Padani Tani Vidur Brahmana Ye Manishinaha Guha Trini Nihita Nengayanti Turiyam Vacho Manushya Vadanti. Speech has 4 measured levels. The wise know them. 3 are hidden, concealed in secrecy. Humans speak only the 4th. The Rig Veda reminds us, speech reveals, but speech also conceals. Much remains unspoken, much remains silent. Not everything sacred can be said aloud. Even Vak has depths beyond articulation. And with this verse, the seer gently prepares us. Part 3. When Vak speaks, the Vak Sukta. And now, after reverence, after restraint, after silence, the Rig Veda records something extraordinary. In one hymn, the same divine power of speech speaks in her own voice, not as argument or revelation, but as revelation. Aham rudrebhir vasubhishcharamyaha adityairut vishvadevai aham mitra varunobha bibharmyaham indradni aham ashvinobha. I move with the Rudras and the Vasus, with the Adityas and all the gods. I uphold Mitra and Varuna. I support Indra and Agni and the Ashwins. Speech declares herself as that through which all divine powers operate. Aham Rashtri Sangamani Vasunam Chikitushi Prathama Yagniyanam Tam Ma Deva Vyadadhup Purutra Bhuristhatram Bhurya Veshayantim. I am the sovereign, the gatherer of treasures, the conscious one, first among those worthy of sacrifice. The gods placed me in many forms, entering many beings. Here, speech is no longer only granted, she is Rashtri, sovereign order. Ahameva swayamidam vadami jushtam devebhirut manushebhi yam kamaye tam tamugram krinomi tam brahmanam tam rishim tam sumedham. I myself speak this, beloved of gods and humans alike. Whom I choose, I make powerful, a sage, a seer, a bearer of wisdom. This hymn does not ask us to abandon other paths. It simply allows us to hear the voice through which all hymns are spoken. Closing reflection. Listening, not concluding. The Rig Veda does not force a single vision. It offers many. In some hymns, Vak is prayed for. In others, she is reflected upon. And in one luminous moment, she speaks, not to dominate, but to reveal. If we listen carefully, we realize speech itself is sacred, silence is necessary, and wisdom lies in knowing when to bow, when to speak, and when to listen.